Hello, good morning. Set the clock. Why the hell do I have to set the clock? The hell? No idea what that was about. Easy mode specifically has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different achievements to get. That's why it says do it within the first 5 seconds. And then finish the act while still invincible. My best guess is that the easy mode for this game must have increased the amount of time you can stay in the room. I mean, how the heck else are you supposed to finish the act while
Opening day, and here's the first pitch, and the season's over.
The Sonic of all the major ones was my favorite growing up. Morning, Danny Girl. Morning, Broman. Wait, does the easy mode seriously cut out Acts 2 and 3? Hello. Sleep study. I'm like, what's a sleep stuffy? I did one of those. Are they checking for sleep apnea? Yeah, I did one of those once. Yeah, I remember those days. I was a sleepwalker as a kid. Used to scare the shit out of my parents because I just show up at the door and talk about like the most random shit. And at first, they had no idea what was going on, right? Because they just thought I was awake. Oh yeah, it got pretty bad. And this is when we were in Staten Island. Oh, 6 hours is more than plenty. They can figure out what they need in 2 hours. Yeah, when they're looking for sleep apnea, it only takes a couple hours for them to notice it. Because all they're looking for are the breathing patterns that occur while you're sleeping. They're not really looking for the degree of your REM sleep or anything. I would also say without obviously being a doctor, that with me, I had all of those same things. And they told me I didn't have sleep apnea, I just had nasal problems and sinus problems, and that's why I snored and everything else. Does he happen to have a deviated septum? Funny thing is, out of all the achievements for these levels, I haven't gotten a single one because I forgot to look at them and do them. Gotcha. Because a deviated septum can lead to trouble breathing through your nose, and then naturally would lead to you sleeping with your mouth open. Get the one-up box on the bottom route and break the surface without air breaks between. I don't know where the one-up is. Are they talking about that one up? I guess we're about to find out. He died before the music ended because of the... That's hysterical. Alright, so that was the one-up they were talking about. So here's how we're gonna play this. $50? Nice. Appreciate that. Yeah, it said no air bubbles in between, but it didn't say I couldn't get them beforehand. That's awesome. And I remember they hook you up to a bunch of equipment, so I mean that's not easy to handle, let alone easy to sleep in. Down the first falling platform. Yeah, I can imagine even hooked up to the equipment, he slept a lot better than you did. I think we're on the bottom row. Oh, dang. No, that covers that one off. Kind of neat that they designed some of these achievements around discovering the differences between easy mode and the regular mode. Let's see, scrap brain. Zigzag corridor. Hello. These platforms scared the crap out of me as a kid. I was always afraid of misjudging the timer. Getting squashed. Look for something on the bottom row, but I don't see it. Final boss, they're giving you 35 seconds. They altered it so that only one of the things comes down. I'm guessing they probably limited his health too. Yeah, they cut it down to 3. God, it took like 15 minutes. When they said easy mode, they definitely weren't kidding. What's up, Minus? Well, that sucks. You mentioned you had a summer cold. Do you have a fever or anything? Steam machine? Right, so they want you to finish this first act entirely in one. Problem is I gotta locate. There it is. This thing gotta locate the second one. Okay, next marble zone. Beat the stage with all 135 rings in your possession. Prepare for a slog. This will come in handy. Yeah, I was at the. I finally got the results from my blood test back the other day. And my LDL bad cholesterol went up from last year, and I'm like, how in the hell does my bad cholesterol go up when I eat basically nothing? I don't eat red meat. I don't eat pork. And my diet consists of so little food during the day. Like, I couldn't figure it out. And after a little bit of research, I came to 2 conclusions. Number 1, that bad cholesterol runs high genetically in my family. And number 2, the simple act of not eating oatmeal for breakfast anymore, switching to like a protein shake or whatever, sent my cholesterol up because apparently the oats in plain oatmeal literally binds to LDL cholesterol in your body and flush it out. So, yeah. My breakfast was serving as cholesterol-lowering medication, and because I stopped eating it for breakfast, my cholesterol went up. I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm missing 40 rings. How did I miss 40 rings? Alright, now supposedly if I follow this path, there's a floating box that I can hit and fall down to the ground. Let's make sure it's not this way. Woohoo! Kind of annoying that apparently you can't use level select for the easy mode ones because if you don't do it in the first straight playthrough, not that the game takes long either, you have to go back through the levels.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
Alright, let's see. Easy mode, achievements. Yeah, Marble Zone, Scrap Brain Zone is the next one. Second Zigzag Crusher on the top route. Alright. That was Happy Gilmore. Twitch channel point redemption. Hey, you mind your own business. I didn't die yet. It definitely took a shorter route than last time I played through this level.
You're gonna die, clown! Okay, so Scrap Brain, you gotta go to the top route. Oh, shoot, I'm still gonna Starlights first. That was odd. There was like an invisible wall. No, he's not. Ba-da-da-da. Come on now, Sonic. Topmost route. First zigzag, topmost route. 4 spinning platforms in a line. Got it. Okay, well that clearly didn't work because we fell off the top route.
start over, get back on the right route. Good thing I didn't hit any checkpoints, because you can't do this in level select for whatever stupid reason. What is this talking about? Map would be helpful in this situation. Let's take a look at this Alright, so you gotta go an upper route. So let's get a time up so we can start this level. Reach the end fairly quickly, so a lot of time we gotta wait out for the time out. Did this just like invent its own checkpoint halfway through the level? Pretty sure it did. Which does not help because then I'd have to go all the way back. Like, why would it invent its own checkpoint? I didn't hit a checkpoint. Oh, I did. sprite disappeared from it in the first run through. So I guess I was already on the wrong route. Yeah, I'm already on the lower path. Because that to the left is the zigzag corridor they're talking about. Oh well. Do we have any continues? We do. Perfect. This upper route is not an easy one to stay on. Especially since it doesn't look like there's a platform you can jump to. Like you have to make a blind jump and just hope you go to the right spot. Kind of sucks because then you're going after the spinning platforms. There we go. That's what we're I think that was it. The only other one is the Marble Zone one, so we can go back to Marble Zone and then we'll be done with the easy mode achievements. So somewhere along the line here, I missed 40 rings. It's up that way. I don't know. There's got to be something hidden in the wall here somewhere. There's nothing device-wise. Oh, there's the 40. Okay, that's all of the easy mode ones. Now we'll go into the extra mode. Get all 6 Chaos Emeralds back to back via special stage extra game. This is what we want. The worst part of Sonic 1. Back to back to back to back to back. Ba-da-ba-da. lot of spinning. That was annoying as all living sin. For fuck's sake. Stop it. Stop bouncing around and go where I tell you to go. I don't know if you have to do these back to back to back to back, or if you're allowed to fail, or if you fail, if it makes you start over. But it didn't matter. Oh, yep, it definitely would have made us start. Yeah. Really glad we did that. Time attack achievements just say to beat the best time for all of the levels. This one's 1 minute. Da-na-na-na. Gonna be really fun is trying to beat top times in labyrinths on freaking scrap brains. Timing does feel fairly generous, but then again, we'll have to see what the latter levels look like. Oh, you know what I realized too? You can't use level select for these achievements, but if you use time attack, you can just go right back into the level, so... What's up, Pickles? That was weird. Anybody else see that? He just kind of got stuck between spikes instead of taking damage. I'm pretty sure it said a minute. If it said a minute and a half, I'm going to be upset with myself. It said 2 minutes. God damn it. I should have just... He definitely gets stuck kind of strangely in some of the level geometry in the Saturn version. What's up, Fleck? Sonic's been going pretty good so far. Out of 331 Sonic Jam Retro achievements, we've got 114 so far. Yeah, I did the Mega Man Anniversary Collection Retro Achievements. I got all 317 of those. So now we're moved on to Sonic Jam. And they're working on the GameCube version of Mega Man Anniversary Collection, so once the achievements are out for that, I'll be going back and doing them again. Some of the Mega Man 1 through 6 achievements are impossibly difficult. That's why I did the Anniversary Collection instead of the individual games. Because it takes away some of them. Like Mega Man 6, for example. You have to beat the entire boss rush damage list. In the Anniversary Collection, you don't have to do that. Right? Like the Anniversary Collection will tell you beat the boss rush without dying using only the Mega Buster. Instead of 8 straight damageless robots. So that's why I did that one instead. I might still go back to the NES ones and do every achievement I can in hardcore mode. And then just not do the ones I can't, or do them in softcore mode with save states. I won't be able to master it, but you still get the points for all the other ones that you do complete in hardcore. You don't physically have to finish the game. You get a cool little badge when you master a game, but it's not like you don't get to collect the points you already earned. So I may go back and do the ones that I physically can do, and then just we'll see about the rest. But yeah, the other thing I'm working on now for fun that's also more humane is the PlayStation 1 release for those games. The Complete Works that only came out in Japan. Those retro achievements allow you to face tank a little bit. There's still damageless bosses, but it's a lot easier to do one boss damageless than all of them straight. I'm trying to remember Shadow Man damageless in Mega Man 3. I did it because it was part of the achievements, but I can't remember the strategy. He's the one that fires the metal blade type things, right? I'm trying to think. Because I definitely did it. I just don't remember. That was way off. 2 minutes means you can't miss like a single shot. Oh my god, Sonic, really? Kind of sucks the timing too. You can't miss a single one. If you guess wrong, like there, you can't really help that. Like, dude, again? Why is he like rubbing the side and jumping and not curling into a ball? Get in your thing so I can kill you. RNG heaven. I don't think so. RNG health for sure. The time attack for Act 2 gives you 5 minutes. That's crazy. This is a sunken one-up on there somewhere. What time's he going to camp today so you can sleep? Nine? Ooh, one more hour. Yeah, but kids are resilient. 6 hours sleep is a hell of a lot better than 1 hour sleep. As soon as they get in a play situation with their friends and whatnot, it's like getting a shot of caffeine for them. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me with that spring, really? Push through the pain, Sonic. Push through the pain. That's unfortunate. As long as we've got one ring in hand. And 5 minutes. The fact that the time attack is giving you 5 minutes shows you how crazy long this level is. Ay, vey. I think this one allowed 2 minutes. This level is not as long. And there's no way we're finishing this in 2 minutes with all the damage I took in little detours. What's up, Sushi Cannon? How you doing? I mean, some of these time attack times are fairly generous, but I guess I got hit a lot, but we still got it, so 5 minutes. I hate scrap brain. That was a lot harder than I feel like it needs to be. Damage boost through the pain, Sonic. Damage boost through the pain. Dude, they gave you 5 minutes for this and it took 1:30? That top route really is a lot faster, I guess. They 100% are. Especially Sonic 1. Most of these time attack top scores are fairly generous enough that they're not difficult to beat, but rushing through the level without dying is not always as easy as it sounds. Okay, so this is what's throwing me off. Is how the hell do I proceed from here? The stairs are blocked. I feel like I'm backtracking. Act 2 is not that long. I will say 1 minute does seem somewhat tight. Maybe I'm just misremembering the length of the level. Definitely misremembering the length of the level. I love Starlight Zone, but those fans are just a giant pain in the ass. Ba-da-da. Sonic 1 Mega Drive without dying for a retro achievement. That was enough, let alone hit this. I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone here if I bring 50 rings through the upper path. Of course, I have to remember how to get to the upper path. Stupid frickin' water current. Sending me where I don't want to go. I can hear the garbage trucks outside. I hope they took it. There was a lot of stuff out there. Is that platform gonna... No, it's not. Well, this one did, though. I discovered how to take the upper path with Sonic by accident the other day, and now I can't quite figure out how to get back up to the top of the water to do it. Came across it by mistake the other day. There we go. We've made it. Guarantee we're gonna get hit by those red robots outside of the water chute, though. Because, you know, that would just be my luck. Oh, I managed to slow down, okay. That works. Really? And like, it shouldn't happen, because with the spin dash it's even easier to kill them, and yet my dumb ass takes damage. might take a while. Come on, really? Clearly, we suck at doing this. There we go. Took long enough. And of course he face rubbed against the spike, so I took damage. I don't have 50 rings though. Great. So you basically you have to be perfect and get every ring available. Right? Yeah, 50 rings. I had 37, so that ring monitor I skipped, thinking there'd be more. And the little ones at the bottom. Platform is weird, so I don't know how to get up. Ah. You gotta avoid the frickin' platform so it doesn't leave without you. safety bubble. Three more rings. Why, Sonic, did you face plant? Like, yeah, you're supposed to jump and fall. Still made it. Just like, really? All right, 2 birds with 1 stone. I gotta walk the dog, use the restroom. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. went pretty quick. I, on the other hand, am feeling cold today. What? Wait, I forgot to look at the timer. What was it, 3 minutes? I hope it was 3 minutes and not 2 minutes, otherwise I'm not gonna do it again. Indeed it was. I swear they only made the song so good in this level because the level itself is so bad. Yes, sir. What's up, Mazarus? I got a guy at 1 o'clock coming to look at the crawl space under my house because my floors are buckling. What's going on with your washing machine? Really? Won't spin at all? Is it under warranty still? How long have you had it? Oh, yeah. Alright, so probably not. Definitely not. Yeah, I'm with you. If you break it, you gotta pay for a brand new one versus just paying a repair person to come look at it. So I can get back up there, and yet... doesn't lead me anywhere. Why would it be his last start? Is he getting traded? Trying to figure out where the upper exit is. Is the team that bad that they're going to trade one of their best starters? Or who I think is one of their best starters? I don't actually know. that's too slow for the time attack, but we did get the upper route, which I wasn't sure about, so. Oh no, it wasn't too slow. I mean, it clearly was, but apparently it registered as getting it because I beat the second time. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. Whatever. How do they know for sure he's not gonna want to come back or take the Tigers' money? Huh. His agent must be Scott Boras. Yep. Come on, he's not. Let's be realistic here. He's not. He's getting every dollar possible for his client. That's just his job. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but bear one thing in mind. And I've said this about a lot of people before. Scott Boras is just a symptom of the disease, not the disease itself. And the disease is the fact that baseball only has a luxury tax system and not a salary cap. So teams like the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Mets, with super rich owners, can pay whatever. So Boras, of course, is going to go to what team can pay the most and get the best deal for the client. He's just a symptom of the disease, not the disease itself. Now that said, let's also not forget that Boras could negotiate whatever he wants. It's still up to the player to determine where they want to play and what contract they want to sign. Oh, for sure. Yes, and the union vehemently turned it down. As you knew they would. Well, hockey got its business figured out because it canceled an entire season, and the owners were willing to dig in and say enough's enough. You know, people complain about hockey's system and how there's too much parity and there's no, like, legendary teams anymore, and it's like, you know what, I get it, but at the same time, unless you're a fan of that one particular legendary team, it just sucks for the rest of everybody else. I'm not opposed to more mediocrity and parity in a league, you know, so that teams have a better chance. Like, that doesn't bother me. Oh, yeah, well, the Mets... So here's the thing with the Mets. The Mets owner is just throwing money at the team. And despite what he says, he doesn't actually care if the team is good. What Steve Cohen really wants is to build a casino at Citi Field. And buying the Mets was his way of maneuvering towards that goal. I mean, look at what Long Island did with Belmont Park, right? Revamping Belmont Park, building a casino right there. But you got a lot of, like, Montreal Canadian fans, you know, who are bitch and moan about the parity because, oh, well, we have so many Stanley Cups and you can't do that anymore. Like, shut up. Look at Tampa Bay, as much as I hate them and their coach. Look at Florida. Pittsburgh, 16-17. Chicago, 3 in 5 years. Dallas, conference final every year. You know, how many teams won back-to-back Stanley Cups during the salary cap era? It just means you have to make smart decisions and have good scouting. It doesn't mean you can't have legendary teams. In fact, the salary cap's not the reason you don't have as many dominant legendary teams. It's the fact that there's more teams and has diluted the talent pool. I mean, don't forget that Montreal, as good as they were, stopped winning season after season after season when the league went from 6 to 12. Let alone the 32 they have now. And, you know, not for nothing, on the flip side, if you go way back to the original 6, Montreal owned, like, all of major junior hockey in Canada, and therefore owned the rights to pretty much every junior player. So they had their pick of the crop no matter what, versus like a draft system. Well, when it comes to homegrown talent and the salary cap, I always thought that if they wanted to make a concession, they should put something in, even in hockey, where if you drafted the player, they would only count against the cap 70% or 80% of the contract. But the problem is, if you make the allowance for homegrown talent, then teams like the Dodgers and all that, they could still have extra money to go out in their cap and outspend other teams. Right? So it still gives them that advantage when they have more money to spend. Yeah, definitely a much lesser extent. I mean, I would maybe put it so that when it comes to homegrown talent, right, if you were to say an exception, one homegrown contract does not count against your salary cap per season. Whatever the highest dollar amount homegrown contract is, does not count against your cap, and every team gets to do that. But the reason the union will never go for that, in my mind, because they don't want a cap to begin with, is because they want free agency to be like this major event. They want to make a big deal out of it. But I don't know. I know MLB is definitely very gung-ho right now on a salary cap. Well, I was messing around the first time trying to get up and get rings because I forgot what I was doing. The fact that level select is not allowed for the boss achievements is absolutely ridiculous to me. Because you either have to run through the entirety of the stage in time attack mode to get to the boss, or play the full game until you get to that zone and hope you have enough lives and continues to try it a bunch of times. But, you know, that's what it is. Kind of stupid, too, because level select's allowed on the Sonic 3 achievements. gonna try and get these last 2 time attacks, and then I have to get ready for work. Oh! Shit. We're live. That's also why we shaved a minute on the last one, because I just damage boosted through the lava. And kind of said, fuck it. I think this one's like 5 minutes. Timing's pretty generous. Also a very long Act 3. Just standing on top of the spike, like, hey, what's up? I was texting my boss. That one. That one. Pretty sure we got this. Yep, we got that one. Wait, what did it say? Did it say 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes? Man, I gotta pay more attention. What's up, cheeseburger? Why are you awake? It's only 9 a.m. Do you even know what 9 a.m. is at your age? Nuts. I thought that was invincibility. Yeah, you're going to see that movie, you said, right? Starlight Zone, Scrap Brain, Labyrinth. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. He's just standing in one spot. That works.
You suck, you jackass.
I know. I'm well aware. Nine a.m. I gotta work. It's a good thing we only have to beat the boss without damage and not the stage. So what's going on, Mr. Slayer? We're not at risk of breaking your streak this time. Hey, douchebag, you were supposed to drop one there. What are you doing? They're starting to cheat on me. To be fair, I'm cheesing on him, so I guess no reason he shouldn't cheese on me. Now I messed it up anyway. Yeah, I hate that I have to run through the whole stage twice. Alright. That being said, I gotta get ready for work, or I'm gonna be late. We'll work on finishing up the Sonic 1 portion of the achievements tonight. There's only 3 left. On that note, have a good day, everybody. We'll see you later tonight. Hope all goes well.